Hey y'all, I had a special request from my friend Marla to make a pasta salad. But instead of just making one pasta salad, I'm going to make two pasta salads. I'm going to start out with just the basic, simple, been around forever macaroni salad. Just using the regular elbow macaroni and then adding the traditional ingredients. So let's get started on this one, and then we'll move to the second pasta salad. Let me move this down. In this bowl, I have the macaroni. I used 2 cups of the uncooked macaroni, and then after I drained it while it was still hot, I added in about a cup of frozen green peas so that they could thaw. So let's put this into a larger bowl so we have room to mix, to add ingredients and mix. All right, like I say, this is just the basic macaroni salad. I have a stalk of celery that I diced. I've got about, almost half a cup of diced red onion. You can use any kind of onion, green onions, sweet onions, and a little over a 1/4 cup of bell pepper, green bell pepper. Also have a couple of, I'd say about a tablespoon of pimentos. I already had a jar of pimentos in the cupboard, so that seemed like a good addition. And now that I've opened it, I think I'm going to need to make some pimento cheese in the next day or two. All right, so let me just stir these ingredients around before I add the rest. And here's the thing about making this macaroni salad. You just add the ingredients that you like and the amounts that you like. If you like a whole lot of onion, then add more onion. You know, just make it yours. I have 2 chopped boiled eggs that I'm going to add. And then I have about 4 ounces of diced cheddar. This was medium cheddar, 8-ounce bar, and I used about half of that. So get that cheese in there. And the only seasonings I'm going to put before I dress it is salt and pepper. I don't think it really needs any other kind of herbs or seasonings. So I'm just going to sprinkle in maybe a 1.5 teaspoons or so of salt and a good dash of pepper, because you know I like pepper. So now let's mix this around before we add in our dressing. Now, I'm not planning to measure the dressing. I'm just going to eyeball it. But again, this is very basic, very simple. So I'm going to put in some mayonnaise and some ranch dressing. So let's see. This is a pretty good amount of macaroni. So we're going to need a pretty good amount of dressing. So there's probably close to a cup anyway of mayonnaise. And then we'll just add in some ranch. A good, I'd say, half a cup. This is just estimates and eyeballing. If this is not enough dressing, we can add more. Let's see if we can mix all of this in. I think it's looking pretty good as far as the amount of the dressing. I don't really want it too much dressing, but I do want everything covered. Ooh, I think that looks right pretty. The colors, the red onion, the green peas, the orange cheese. Now, we might need more salt and pepper. We'll determine that here in just a minute. I think that's together pretty good. Now I'm going to get a spoon, put some of this out in a little tasting bowl, and see what else it might need. Honestly, I think there's plenty of salt and pepper and dressing. This is good. Just a basic macaroni salad that your mama made. Using the ingredients that you like. If you don't like green peas, you don't have to use green peas. You know what I'm talking about. You could buy the cheese already cubed, or you could use shredded cheese. You could use a different kind of cheese if you prefer something other than cheddar. But that is our basic macaroni salad. Let me stack up some of these bowls. Move this back out of the way so I can bring in our next pasta salad. Now, for this one, I'm just using rotini. And again, I started out with about 2 cups of uncooked rotini. Cooked it according to package directions and drained it. I may have enough room to mix, but I'd rather go with this larger bowl and have plenty of room. So this one, as far as once it was cooked, not as much pasta as the elbows. So I really probably could have gone with another cup of this if I wanted to make a large amount. But let's go with what we got. And this one I'm going to consider a Greek Italian, because I'm using some elements from both Greek foods and Italian. But there again, I have green bell pepper, and I have chopped red onion. I've got about, a little over half of a cucumber that I peeled and diced. Then I've got some grape tomatoes. This is probably at least a cup. I cut those in half. And I have Kalamata olives, which is going to give it that Greek flavor. Love Kalamata olives. Now, the other thing I'm using to make this one more hearty is meat. This is salami Toscana. So it's like an Italian salami. And I don't know that I'm going to need all of this. I cubed up, this was a 7-ounce bar or 7-ounce roll of salami, and I don't know that I'm going to need all of that for the amount of pasta that I have. So there again, you just eyeball it. For the cheese, another Greek element, I'm going to use feta. So, let's see if I can get this plastic off. I might need enough to punch it, or maybe this fork. Clean fork. There we go. That works. So this is just feta cheese crumbles, and I'm just going to add, eyeballing and taste. I'm going to add a couple of handfuls of that cheese. Now, for seasoning, to make it a little more Greek, I'm adding a little bit of dried oregano. That's a nice Greek herb. Of course, you use oregano in all kinds of dishes besides Greek, but it speaks Greek when I'm making a pasta salad that's Greek and Italian. For the dressing, let's go back with Italian. I'm using Olive Garden's creamy Italian dressing. But you know, both of these types of food, the Greek, the Italian, they work well together, I think. And I'm just going to pour in a good amount and then stir all of this together. And this is nice and colorful with the green bell pepper, the red tomatoes, the purple onions, and the Kalamata olives, and the white feta cheese. Doesn't that look really pretty? Now, I think I'm going to use a little more of the dressing here. Could also put some mayonnaise in this, which would thicken it up, thicken the dressing up some. But I like the idea of just going with this Italian, kind of a creamy Italian. So personally, I think that's enough of the salami mixed in there. You don't want to overpower the salad with too much of the meat. So I think that's pretty good for the amount of pasta that I had and the other ingredients. So now let me get a tasting bowl over here and another spoon. You know what? I did not add salt and pepper to this, so I'm very well gonna need some salt and pepper. But with the dressing and with the meat, I thought it might have enough. And the Kalamata olives are kind of salty. Let's just see what it tastes like. And come back up here. I think there's plenty of salty taste here because that salami has a salty taste. The olives have a salty taste. The dressing is well seasoned. I like this combination. Using the salami and the vegetables and the rotini pasta with that Italian dressing. I think this is great. So now let's let me pour these different salads into the glass bowl and get a better look at them that way. And of course, doing all your prep work ahead of time makes it really quick and easy to get them mixed together. When you do all of your chopping and dicing and whatever else ahead. Let me bring this other bowl in and I'll put the macaroni salad in here. And for that matter, since I have some leftover salami, I could add some to this macaroni salad, but I don't think I will. I think we'll just leave it as it is. All right. Move the camera down again. What do you think? Just a good old plain American macaroni salad from the, 60s or 70s? And a nice Greek-Italian rotini pasta salad with fresh tomatoes and bell pepper and onions and Kalamata olives and salami. You know, these pasta salads, like I mentioned earlier, make great side dishes for summer food, or on their own. They make a great lunch or even a light supper, especially when you've got the one that has salami in it. You've got a full meal. What else do you need besides maybe some crackers or some bread? So there you have it, Marla. Pasta salad. You think you might want some for lunch tomorrow? See y'all.